So you've mastered whatever you've mastered, but now there's something else hiding in plain sight. It's disgusting water that is incompatible with SFM. Or maybe you just want to be a god of the seas and want to remove that water. You have to just type this command, Matt. And now, where's the water? Do note that you can fix this issue of disgusting water by just using hammer and finding a texture that's in good symbiosis with SFM. Otherwise, just stick to this fix and just slap a texture on top, and you can now go underwater and have fun. Uh-oh. Wait a second, what is this? Can you really animate underwater if you have this foggy water effect? Well, you're lucky today because I have a fix for that as well. You can easily drain oceans like the Combine did to Earth, and removing that foggy underwater effect by doing this. Fog, underwater, fog, enable, water, fog, 0. And now, you will be able to moonwalk on the bottom of the ocean. Look at this. And then you can slap a few ships. And then you can just slap a few ships on the bottom of the ocean and said, oh well, the Combine drained the water. Ain't none to it. It was already there, right? You can make you some stalker maps. Make Beard's radio station or whatever, yeah? And just populate the map. See, it's already looking alright, I guess. So that's how you hide water and the fog under the water. Then you have a giant ocean seabed that is the atmospheric form of the Mad Max universe. SFM is a 32-bit software, which means it's limited to 4 gigs of RAM, or as to say 3000 or 3,500, before it would die gloriously. There is no way to remove the bottleneck, but you can easily just reset, and that's done by typing mat reload all materials in the console. You do that and you wait a little bit, maybe go on and put a barbecue on, unwrap that chocolate you've been saving up for this week, and when it's done you should have your memory shrunk, and now you can view more models. You should remember that when you view a model in the animation set editor, it adds to this memory. By resetting this, you give yourself more leeway to work further without crashing the ready program. There's also another command that you can use, for instance, if you've changed textures and you don't want to reload all materials to get those textures working. It's done by typing mat reload textures, which is almost instantaneous. But since I haven't changed anything, nothing's really gonna change. But if you've done that, use it wisely and fast, and it will give you less headache than it should have. Because why do you need reload all materials when you just need to reload all the textures? And so comes the day where you want to add some finesse, some spinach, you want to get Popeye's biceps to grow, right? So that's how we will include in this part particle effects and an issue that arises with them. So we add our particle effect. I'm not gonna show you edit. You're just gonna. So we've added our fire medium particle effect from maybe Half-Life, and we've put it under the grunt's feet. The grunt is this guy who apparently doesn't have his armor on. I don't know why. And it's not here. Where is the fire? It's like, and this could get anybody so annoyed that they can just punch their monitor, destroy it, make it obliterated into tiny little glass shards. The solution is you do this. Get out of the timeline and go back. And it's like, he's dying. You burn him. Get it? Now he's on fire because you've went out of the timeline and have fixed the problem of particle effects not showing up when they've been put in freshly. I'm gonna note that any change you make to this has the same logic as putting a new fresh particle effect into, the scene. So you've fired it up, SFM is on, you've ported everything, you've put an NPC, and then you've decided, oh wait, I'm gonna give him an animation. So here I've imported a sequence where this little bugger walks up and left, left and right. And then what happens is it just randomly freezes. It freezes. Yeah? See that? It's like, and it stops moving. And that's annoying. But you'd say, Marcus, but look at my timeline. It says here I have animation, but it's not reacting to any changes. Yeah? It's not reacting. This here is a sequence. And I've got the answers. I know how to tell you that it's not your fault. It's not you not understanding what you're doing. It's mostly just annoying parts that haven't been disclosed. So within this timeline, double click, and it's like, whoa, what is this? This, my confused friend, is why it's not working. This tracks where the animation is gonna animate. This thing freezes anything after it in a way that it just doesn't work anymore. It just stops everything. So how you fix it is you put this here, and now when you use this to go back, the animation is gonna continue working. All right? See that? It used to freeze here. Control Z. Yeah? Control Shift Z. Boom. Undo. Redo. And that is how you fix animations which are being frustratingly, unobviously defective. All right? So as we all do mistakes, and mistakes do us in turn, you can, for instance, have misput your frame rate at the beginning of a project and it's already set in motion, like 24, and you just want to change it to 29.99 or 30, which is more rounded and better, to be honest. So you've done that. And you're like, well, how do I change it? There is no option. Oh, it's easy. You just go to the element viewer, and even if you're here at this agrunt element, even if you're viewing the element of this thing, you just have to go home. And this is the session. Settings. Render settings. And here, frame rate is your key to success. And you can easily just change it to 30. That's it. Your project frame rate is 30 FPS in just a few single clicks. You don't need to migrate, you don't need to copy, you don't need to go and take a stroll over to the sea and just go